Hey, listen up. You could go listen to the same old boring radio. You know, the same 5 songs 50 million times a day. You could zone out to your favorite MP3 till can't get that ringing out of my head. I'm sure you heard all the drone podcast mumbo jumbo. I'm here to do my radio show. Don't you deserve more for your hard-earned money? On Teal Time Radio, you get entertainment value. We take pride in our shows and don't release junk you won't find anywhere else. So if you're a die-hard Jags fan like me, or a reality TV nut like my old lady, or a non-stop gamer like my son, you want the best entertainment your money can buy. Heck yeah! So give us a chance. We will make you laugh yourself right off your chair. And isn't that what life is about? Having a good time, listening to something you love. So sit back, relax, and have a cold one. And be sure to join us on Teal Time Radio, the only Wizard Media podcast app that really knocks your socks off. New stuff added nearly every day. Check back often. Guaranteed you won't find more content anywhere for under $2. Welcome to Stream Time, a Teal Time Radio production. I'm your host, CT Jags. And alongside me today, I have a special guest who this isn't his gamer tag name per se, because he's a huge Little Big Planet fan, and he's a huge gamer, and, you know, some have even said he could be a legend as far as Little Big Planet is concerned. So, we're going to use his code name today, Sackboy 101. Hello, Sackboy.
I'm very excited to be here.
Very excited to be here, huh? Alright, so I take it you like PlayStation 3.
Yeah, it's better than Wii.
And why would it be better than Wii?
Cause it doesn't have Little Big Planet.
So, yeah, it doesn't have Little Big Planet. Alright, so that's the only reason why you like...
And it's childish and babyish.
It's childish and babyish, okay? Alright, so why would you pick PlayStation over Xbox then? A lot of games on Xbox aren't babyish.
PlayStation, because Xbox doesn't have Little Big Planet. None of the other systems except PS3 have them.
But isn't Little Big Planet a childish baby game, per se?
No, heck no, you're wrong. You're way off.
Well, if I'm way off, then explain to me how Little Big Planet is more than just a little childish game.
Well, you can blow up people.
Okay, so you can blow up people. What else can you do?
Light people on fire.
Okay.
Make nuclear bombs. You can make guns. You can make airplanes. Mostly the meat and the juicy things are in create mode.
Alright, create mode, and we'll get to that a little later. But I have this question. You're talking about all these violent things. So are you saying a child couldn't enjoy it as well, or is it...
Yeah, a child could enjoy it. You can make rainbows and cats. And you can also make Nunu and cat.
Now, as far as make things, is it just you make these things and they just sit there? It's like you're on a Crayola board?
No. So
these things are animated?
Yeah, you can make them animated.
So they're like all moving and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so before we get to that, let's go to the story. What fascinates you about the Little Big Planet story as a whole?
Well, you have to join. You have to join the Alliance first. You have to take these tests.
Okay, and what type of tests are we talking here?
There's this first test. You have to it's basically like testing strength, agility, and hand-eye coordination.
Nice. So you get to take tests that are reminding real life in a way.
Yeah.
All right. So you take these tests, and what happens?
Well, you have to ride and collect prize bubbles.
Collect prize bubbles. That sounds awfully cool. So how do you earn these prize bubbles?
You just jump, and then you have to run into them.
Okay, so it's like Mario. You run into blocks, but in this case it's
Prize bubbles.
You run into prize bubbles.
And you have to win, and you have to beat the highest. Get to the scoreboard, which is always at the end of the level.
Okay, so you have to get to the scoreboard. So there's some kind of timer, I take it.
No, only if there's a race thing.
All right. So what makes I take it that you're saying, even though I still believe that Little Big Planet's just childish, you're saying that there may be some challenge involved.
Yes, there is.
And what are some of the challenges that are involved?
Well, you have to get to Victoria. That's when you get to the fun part, where you have to fight bad guys.
Okay, but who's Victoria?
She's the woman who makes the sackbot. Who makes the sackbot army.
Oh, okay. So she's like the creator of the sackbots.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And what is so special about her? What kind of sackbots can she make? And by sackbots, what do you mean? What are sackbots?
They're basically guys. She programs them to fight the Negativitron.
And who are the Negativitron?
It's one person. He's the guy. He drops meanies. He makes everything negative.
Okay, well, thank you so much for telling me it's one guy. Okay, there's one Negatron here.
He's that evil vacuum.
Okay, he's an evil vacuum, okay. And is he fighting this lady?
He's fighting me and the sackbot army.
Ah, okay, so it's like the good and the evil fighting each other.
Yeah, it's like Clash of the Titans.
Alright, like Clash of the Titans, okay. Now, for somebody like me who has no idea what Little Big Planet is, other than what you're telling me, as far as the story's concerned, because I'm taking it, you're stating that, it's a challenging thing. What are some of the challenges these sackbots face during the game?
Well, you don't get to use the sackbots until the final level.
So, who do you use prior to the final level, then?
Only one sackboy. Me and my sackboy.
You and your sackboy. It sounds like me and my buddy commercial. My buddy. Anyway, so... Okay, so you're the sackboy. And what does this sackboy do other than jump on top of things? Are there any environmental issues he has to deal with, or any... crazy bad guys or anything of that sort?
Yeah, crazy bad guys. There's meanies.
And what do these meanies do? I mean...
There's this one, they get to ride in these vehicles and they have weapons, they have bazookas.
Oh, okay, so it's not that childish after all, if they have weapons and all that.
Yeah, they're robots. They're robots, actually. Kind of.
Okay, so you're like fighting alien intelligence based on a vacuum cleaner, is that correct?
Yes.
Wow, that's a crazy imagination there. Whoever thought of that must have been on some crazy drugs. But anyway.
Oh well.
Anyway here, okay.
And
what is your favorite part of the game?
The community.
The community, okay. So, is that like the multiplayer levels?
Yes. You can play bomb survival levels, plane bomb survival, mountain bomb survival. There's Family Guy. You can play Family Guy RPG. Or you get to be that guy and you have to run, and then push boxes off, and there's this plane bomb survival, which I'll talk about. Right.
Okay, so is it easy? I take it you're talking about level creations here.
Yeah.
Okay, is it easy to create these levels, or is it difficult?
Some are difficult because there's a lot of details.
Alright, and by a lot of details, what are some of the things that you can create?
Planes, nuclear bombs, crows, cats, you name it, you can build it.
So if I wanted to create an electric forest with dancing reindeers, I could do it.
Yeah, but you need costumes.
Okay, so it's based on costumes then.
And sackbots. Sackbots and costumes.
So the sackbots, the costumes, so you put the costume on the sackbot, I take it, and it changes like a transformer?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of costumes do they have available to just a regular person that can't afford?
They have Bioshock costumes. They got everything.
But these are all paid costumes, right? You have to pay for all the costumes, right?
Some of them you have to make.
So you can make these costumes.
You can make your own costumes.
So what kind of crazy costumes have you made?
I've made a World War II soldier with a machine gun.
Okay, so you made a World War II soldier with a machine gun. What else have you made?
I've also made a gummy bear I made a killer gummy bear.
Alright, so you made a killer gummy bear.
It's evil. Evil.
Evil. What else have you made?
I made a werewolf.
You made a werewolf. And what was the werewolf doing?
He was attacking a reindeer.
Okay, so
he was a hug wolf.
So can you create levels as well, or just sackbots?
You can make levels. You have to start out on the moon to create stuff. You have to start out building things.
All right, so you start building things, and as far as the creation, how far can you create? Like, say I wanted to put a song on there. Could I attach a song to?
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of song could I attach?
First, you have to go on Community, and you can pick from different songs.
So thousands of songs?
Yeah, but you have to text search it on Community.
Okay, well, could I make a video if I wanted to?
Yeah, but you'll need sackbots and me.
All right, so you need sackbots and you, so
yeah,
you're that good.
Yeah, I've made a wolf movie.
You made a wolf movie. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh.
Okay, so let's move on here, and let's say, can you shear costumes? A lot of people today want to know if you can shear things.
Yeah, you can share.
Now, is this just things that you create, or is that things you buy as well?
You can share things you buy, but you have to create. You can share things you create, as long as it doesn't have DLC.
As long as it's not DLC, you can share it with anybody in the Little Big Planet world, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if they have Little Big Planet 1.
Even if they have Little Big Planet 1, so you can share amongst different games then.
Mostly LBP 1 and 2.
Okay, that's because the new Little Big Planet on the Vita is created by a different company, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what would you say the big difference, other than the screen, of the Little Big Planet 2 and the one that was developed by Vita? Do you see a huge difference?
Well, Little Big Planet 2 has better, because they have more detailed stuff.
Okay.
And their stuff is kind of, in Vita, it's kind of like, their stuff is kind of sloppy.
Oh, okay, so it's sloppy. Well, I mean, you have different creators, that stuff happens. So if I'm somebody...
No offense to anyone.
Okay, so if I'm somebody who's never played Little Big Planet in my life, give me 20 or less words that describe why I would want to pick up this game out of all the games out on PlayStation.
2 words. Awesome.
Oh, okay, so it's awesome.
It's epic.
It's epic.
Epic.
Is it because of the creation, or is it account of the challenge?
It's kind of the challenges and the creations. You can make everything.
Everything. Alright, so what if I wanted to make a popcorn machine shooting out to a firefly? Could I do that?
Yeah, but it would take a lot of creation.
It would take a lot of creation. How many things can you create on one partial screen, would you say?
You can make up about like 20 or less things. 20 or less.
And that's per frame, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and you could make them animate, correct?
Yeah, you can animate.
Okay, what are some cool things you have animated?
I've made a wolf fighting each other to the death.
So you've made wolves that are fighting each other to the death.
I made samurais fighting to the death.
You made samurais fighting to the... All right. So have you made any thing doing with the police or military or anything of that sort?
I've made a military tank. I have military costumes.
Nice. So how many costume packs would you say that you have in all?
50.
So you have 50, and that's just on Little Big...
Mostly.
Okay, and what type of person would you say would like this game? If you could narrow it down to...
Everyone. It's easy. For everyone.
Everyone, but that doesn't necessarily mean everybody will like it. Do you think a hockey fan would like it?
Yeah, you can make hockey stuff.
And you think everybody would like it because you can make every kind of stuff?
Yeah, you can make... I've made a hockey arena.
You made a hockey arena? All right, that sounds fantastic.
The Sound Tigers game.
All right, so let's see what else here. How is the DLC? Is it just about costumes, or can you get levels from it, or what?
You can get levels.
And what kind of levels have you bought?
No, you can't buy them. You have to play them to get cool stuff from community levels.
Okay, and what kind of creative levels have you seen your friends make?
I've seen someone make a bomb survival level. Someone made the Ghostbuster movie and the Michael Jackson Thriller movie.
Nice. And was it all animated like the actual thing on MTV?
Yes, exactly. And they made the Gremlins movie too. Gremlins 1 and 2. Actually, they made 2, not 1.
All right. So basically, if you're into creating things, you'll love this game.
Basically. Exactly.
All right. So what other kind of games, while I have you here, do you like to play often? Is it just Little Big Planet, or is there other games that you actually play?
Just Little Big Planet.
You don't play any other games whatsoever?
I love Little Big Planet so much.
So you're a Little Big Planet-aholic then?
No, I usually play other games.
Like what?
Like God of War and other games.
Okay. Have you ever played any fighting games?
Yeah, I've played shooters.
You played shooters? Okay. And out of all the types of games you played,
Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet.
I love Little Big Planet.
Would you say you're such a fanatic that you would go out and buy like Little Big Planet cards or Little Big Planet collectors figures or anything of that sort, or no?
I would, but I would like to.
You'd like to. So you probably haven't had time since you've been creating all the great costumes and levels and everything.
Yeah.
So I take it you're ready for it to come out on PlayStation 4 with the announcement of PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I hope they should add better graphics because it's a new system.
I'm sure they will add better graphics, but that would make your day. And do you think that would be a selling point as far as the PlayStation 4 with Little Big Planet?
I bet it would sell like hotcakes.
So basically, today you basically said that Little Big Planet isn't just for children, and it can be a pretty well-rounded game for everybody.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for your time today, Sackboy 101. All right. Well, this concludes another segment of Screen Time. I hope you all enjoyed the Little Big Planet review from Sackboy 101. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing, Sackboy?
Have a wonderful day to all.
Thank you for listening to Stream Time, a Teal Time radio production. Just to let you all know, thank you once again for listening to Stream Time, a Teal Time radio production. Now on to some news about us. We are on TealTimeRadio.com. You can catch us on CTJags at Twitter.com. You can buy our app on Amazon Marketplace under Google Apps. And you can donate if you'd like, if you enjoy the show anyway. You all have a wonderful evening. This is CT Jags, and I'm out.